Hello and welcome to Engage Bedouin. So today I've got a model review. This is a double O gauge model, which is out of the ordinary for me. However, because I like the real version of this so much, I just had to get the bigger version to run on the exhibition layout. So without further ado, I'll bring it in. Here it is. Now, this is the Class 66 dash 9, I think. Can't remember. No, 779 is a dash 7. This is 66779 Evening Star in VR in British Rail Brunswick green livery. So we'll start with some information on the side. This is Class 66779 Evening Star GBRF. This is 21 DCC ready, although I've DCC fitted it with a 21 pin Bachmann decoder. Product code is 32983, and I picked this model up for £120, which about a day or two after the prices went up, so they're now about 130, 140. So I picked this up for quite a good price. Go back to the back and we'll see the information. So you've got about EWS when they ordered the Class 66s in 1996 to replace the 56s, the 60s, the 58s, what else? The 47s, 31s, 33s, etc. I've pretty much got that all off by memory. And yeah, this is the dash 7 or dash 9. Authentically detailed model, not suitable for under 14. And now we shall open the box. So this was taken off the boat in Newport Docks in 2015. I can't remember the exact date, although I'll know it when I'll remember it at some point. So I'll take the box out of the way, and then we'll go through the instructions first. I've already fitted the plates because they weren't printed. We'll move them. We'll put them on in the background actually, and we'll go through the instruction packet. So the first thing you get is the nameplate positioning, which just tells you where to put the plates because they're not printed on. The next thing we get is the product maintenance and care sheet, which just tells you how to lubricate it and run it, which I believe these are different because it now says every 24 hours of operation, and I believe they used to say 50. Well, that might be another model I've got, I'm not too sure. So yeah, this is just if you break the model, or the model just breaks, you can claim it on the warranty, which you get 12 months warranty. Next thing we get is the instructions, so if anything were to break, you can just replace that. So there we go. And then we've got the tail light operation and body removal, how to run her in, which is an hour in each direction, and usually half an hour is good enough. However, I thought I'll go with the instructions. This is my first brand new Bachmann model. So yeah, I haven't fitted much of the Bachmann detailing pack personally because I think it's a bit plain, so I fitted the Hornby detailing pack to it instead, where I fitted 2 brake pipes out of the Hornby detailing pack. So first thing you get, the nameplates, which these ones I haven't bothered fitting the smaller makers plates and shed plates because I don't think they look as realistic because they're gold instead of white, which they should be white. It's a bit of a mistake by Bachmann there. Here they are. They are tiny, so there's no point in fitting them. And then the frames for the bigger plate. I've had her a few days now and just let her run in, and so the blanking plate, which comes fitted inside the model, but I've obviously DCC fitted it. We've got for the drawbars, which this model doesn't have fitted because it's never run with a drawbar. That was how it was built in the factory, so I will not fit those. Then we've got the brake pipes, which aren't coloured like the real 66, and they don't look as nice as the Hornby ones. We've got air dam and a spare coupling, all of which is fitted to the model already, and they're just a spare. So we'll move the detailing bag out of the way with the instructions, and now we'll bring you on to the real model. So she was the last 66 ever built, which is why she's in BR green to match with the Loco Evening Star, which was the last steam loco to be built in the UK, or was it Swindon Works? I'm not too sure on that. However, I do know it's the last 66 built, and then after 789 we've got 780 to 792 at the minute, and they are all imported or updated versions of the DB ones or the Swedish locos. So here we are. I'm trying to pick her up very carefully. So firstly, she's an absolutely gorgeous model. She's got a lot of weight to her. My chain link's popped up. There we are. So when we go to the front, we've got the newer style of lighting, the newer LED style, which GBRF opted for, where there's a big variation in lots of different 66s in the lighting. And if I move her back quickly, I'll grab one of my other 66s, which I happen to have on hand, which is another Bachmann 66, but this one is 66411, and I shall bring you a review on this one because this one's quite special. Focus. There we are. And this one also has the Hornby detailing pack fitted. However, this one, if you can see, has got the different lighting. Focus. Why is the auto? No. Yeah, so this one's got the different lighting. This is what Direct Rail Services opted for when they bought the model. Not the model, they bought the real thing. And this one is Stobart Rail. So we shall move 411 out of the way, and let's get back to 779. So here she is. So the features that come with this model as standard are cab lighting, head and tail lights, which comes with sprung buffers, which I believe these should be silver, so I'm not too sure why Bachmann have done them black. I might change that in the future. We've got the lifting. I'm not sure what these are for. Oh no, these are for mounting it on a boat, I think, or something, or strapping it down to trucks. I'm not too sure. Some 66s have them. Didn't mean to do that. Some 66s have them, and some 66s don't. You've got the chain link coupling, which is what this real one came with. Got the GB Rail Freight Europort logo, which I think GB Rail Freight have left Europort now. That's why there's a newer variation of the livery without the red and blue band on the side that curves around, and it's just a flat black to orange transition. So we've got a separately fitted handrail, separately fitted windscreen wipers, got a driver, got the shed plate, I think, yeah, that's the shed plate, the red buffer beam. Go to the side, do this side first as there's a big actually we'll do the other side first because it's a bit more boring. So we come up and it's just absolutely covered in detail. The focus not want to work. So it's 9F, which Evening Star was a 9F, so they've put 9F as a 9 freight, which I'm supposed these would be paper on the side, which these would also be a 9F if they were a steam loco. We've got the blue dot, which is the route availability, I think. We've got sandboxes here. We've got the beautifully detailed bogies, which even have General Motors on the thing, GM, which it is on the real 66s. When they're dirty, it's a bit easier to see, I think, because they're, what's the word? I know the word is, not embroidered, they're like embossed into the side. Not embossed, that's fabric stuff, but anyway. We've got the beautiful orange and black lining, which the Great Western locos had, the cantrell stripe, and then we've got the grille, which is an actual mesh, I think. No, I don't think this is an actual mesh. The roof one's an actual mesh. It's coming off a little bit. And the livery application is just unbelievable. Should be all there by the bogies, really. Let's move the camera down a bit. There we go. And then we've got GBRF, which is GB Rail Freight. We've got the beautifully detailed fuel tanks and sandboxes, which are fragile, so it's not very nice taking the body off on this model. We've got the battery box, which also has the lighting controls on, off for the tails. The yellow is lifting hooks, which she would have been lifted off on when she come off the boat. And then we've got axle box detail. The bogie detail on these models are something else. Ignore the glue marks on the side. That was my fault. It will be getting fixed, don't worry, I'm not leaving them like that. Although it picks up better in the camera than it does in real life. Then we've got this end, which is got all the detail on it. Plate. I'm not sure what this is. I have a feeling it's got something to do with the leasing company. The British Railways logo, which is quite faded now. I've seen her the other week. It's quite faded here. GB Rail Freight, part of Europort livery. Maker's plate, as an IET goes past. Fuel and stuff on the side. And then the other end, which has, I fit the chain links and I've had to hook them up a bit. All the detailing on here, sprung buffers, and no driver in this end. And then the other side is similar, it's not exactly the same. So this end is, no, camera don't want to play ball today, no. This end is all the same, so it's got 9F, British Railways. This is the side I'm used to seeing. And then we've got the other grille, which this side has two grills, this slightly smaller grille. And then we've got the nameplates, which, pick up please. We're having another focus issue. Evening Star. GB Rail Freight, and then the door, which is an extra door to the engine, which was a modification from 2005 to all 66s built after then. Oops. And then we've got all the same detail on the other side, an extra grille again, cab door, and the Europort logo. So we come back to the start. So she was put into this livery and unveiled at the NRM, and it's all written down on these nameplates, but they're unreadable. So she was unveiled at the NRM with Evening Star on the turntable. So yeah, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So I will now cut to some shots of her running on the layout. So I'll see you in a second. So here we have the loco on the track. So we shall do function 1 first, which is lights. And that brings this light and this light on. Then we'll do that's function 1. That's function 0. Then we shall move on to function 1, which is cab lights, which turns the cab lights on. And we shall bring her slowly accelerating. Whoops, I haven't put on the track correctly. There we are. She's a bit the lights are a bit flashy on and off, plainly because it's on the floor, so it gets quite dirty. Although she runs fine. Beautiful runner. She is going to be fitted with a stay. She was going to be fitted with a stay alive, but she doesn't need it. She's such a good runner. So we'll cut to some running shots. Right, so now you've seen some footage of her running round. Let's put some rolling stock on her and get her going. So we've got Chocolate and Cream Mark 1, and that's not on the track correctly. So just ensure they're all on the track correctly. Yep, so we've got a Chocolate and Cream Mark 1, which would have been pulled by the real Evening, no it wouldn't, because the Evening Star was a freight loco. So we'll put some freight behind her in a bit or in another video, haven't quite decided yet. And then we've got two Intercity Mark 3s, which are the HST pulled versions, because I don't have any other coaches. So these are the oldest passenger wagons I've got. Look, so we've got some surprises on the layout, and hope you enjoy the running.